Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, please use the subscribe button, and if you're an existing subscriber, I mean my OGs, thank you so much for coming back to watch today's video. So today's video, we're going to be having a very important conversation, and basically the conversation is around the factors to consider before accepting an offer letter in an organization. I know some way, somehow, someone has been looking forward to a conversation like this because, I know that a lot of people have been in situations whereby they were trying to know or decide whether or not to go with a particular offer from an organization. Or you probably struggled as far OG. You have like 3 offer letters at once and you're like, which one should I go for? Because everything is looking nice. Of course, today's video is for you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy today's video. Welcome back, guys. So in my opinion, before accepting an offer letter from any organization, it's very important for you to look beyond the salary and actually look at the full package, and of course the long-term benefits, and of course the long-term implication of the offer letter. I know that there are some of you that don't used to read offer letters. I pity you. Your eye will see what's in your mouth, no go fit talk. Let me tell you something. I go as far as telling a lawyer to help me to review my offer letters. See, because life don't serious. There might be one small clause in your offer letter that will cause you trouble in the future. And because you did not read your offer letter, you did not know. So today, let's talk about the factors to consider before accepting an offer letter from any organization. Number 1, the job roles and the job expectations. See, today's video, there are some organizations that do not clearly define their job roles and job expectations, and it's actually very important for you to request to see what your job roles, because in an offer letter, there are job roles and of course responsibilities attached to the letter. I know it's upon resumption that some organizations give out their KPIs. Some they attach it to the offer letter as well, so that you can see what you're about to enter into, so that you don't get to a situation whereby your mouth will not be able to say what your eye is saying. Do you understand? So it's very important that you look at the job roles critically, and of course the expectations that the organization also has of you. Here, what do you need to look at? Are the duties clearly defined in the offer letter? Does the role match with what was discussed during the interview? It's another very important thing. I cannot have an interview and you tell me that I'm taking up the role for HR manager, and then when I'm resuming, you now tell me that you're giving me HR director with HR manager salary. So, these are things that you actually need to look out for. Number 2 factor you need to consider before accepting an offer letter in an organization is the work culture and environment. See, I had a conversation with my colleague sometime last week, and I told him something. I said, if you go and accept an offer letter from an organization because you see their company on Instagram and TikTok, the kind of videos that they put outside there, you're gonna learn. Your eye will see what your mouth cannot say. Let me tell you something about social media. Social media is make-believe. Everybody puts out what they want people to see. Even organizations that have like social media handles that focuses only on their people, that creates content. Of course, there are organizations like that, like Transcorp PLC, like Gidanka, like just have like what's it called? Just have a page for employees alone. If you're looking at these videos and you're like, oh, see, these people are so happy and everything, and that's the only reason, or that's the only thing you use to judge work culture and work environment, and then you go and accept an offer letter, I'm telling you that you're gonna learn. Your eye will see what your mouth will not be able to talk, and I'm telling you for a fact. So one of the things that you want to look out for is the company culture a fit for your value? Is there diversity, inclusion, and all of that, DIE, existing in the workplace? And then, of course, overall, you want to understand, what work-life balance means to them. So if you're somebody that is very big on work-life balance, don't go work in organizations that they say work-life balance does not exist. So it will be a mismatch. There will be a problem somewhere. So you need to really understand these things. And then, to be honest, how do you also get to find out an organization's, their work culture and environment? You can also ask people. You can check on LinkedIn and check for people that are working in the organization. You can just reach out. I currently got a job here and all that. Well, some people will be honest enough to tell you that, oh, this is a fantastic place to work in. And some people will tell you that, please don't come here. Don't even come here at all, because your eye will see shaking. So, there are several ways to understand or find out organizations' work culture and environment. Number 3 factor you need to look out for in an offer letter before accepting is career growth and development. You need to understand, does the organization have that space for career growth and development? If you are very big and you are keen on career growth and development, you have to be able to work in an organization that is also very big and very keen on career growth and development as well. Of course, you want to know whether there are clear paths for promotion, for professional development. You want to know if they offer training, certifications, mentorship programs. You also want to know how often they carry out their performance reviews. These are questions that you can ask, even before deciding to go and resume on that job. These are questions that you can actually ask. Number 4 factor you need to consider before accepting the offer letter of an organization is job security and company stability. My brothers and my sisters, this is a very major thing. You need to get to know whether this organization offers you job security. And I'm saying this especially for people that are moving from one organization to another organization. One of the most draining thing you can ever experience in your career is to actually go from fry pan to fire. What I mean is very simple. Going from an organization that offers you job stability, that you are sure that your job cannot just be taken away from you for no reason, and then moving to an organization that you're not certain about their job stability. See, that's the real fry pan to fire in career. So in terms of stability, you want to know whether the company is growing financially. You want to know if there are frequent layoffs or constant restructuring, constant downsizing, or constant bad reviews. And these things, you can even see them on links like Glassdoor. You also want to get to know what the reputation of this company is in the industry. This particular video, I think this video is particularly dedicated for people that are trying to switch jobs. So before accepting another offer letter, you need to, in order not to move from fire pan to fire, these are things that you actually need to look out for. If you do not have an option, right, and you just need a job, this video might not really be for you, but it's still for you. Because see, it's better to, start your career in an organization that you've checked out all of these things and you are certain that, okay, there is all of these things are available and existing, than for you to go and start in an organization where you do not even have an idea of how it works and how it runs. The 5th factor you want to consider before accepting an offer letter is the salary and the compensation. Of course, I'm sure that people were expecting me to talk about salary, because salary is very important. Yeah, except you're a pretender, you're the one that will come and be telling us that salary is not that important. Money is not that important. In all honesty, I would say for myself, whenever I even, if I go for interviews or the interviews have gone in the past, I would say then that I'm not just about the money. Of course, salary is very important, because when I work for a whole month, I need to be able to say, okay, at least though I made some money, I can save, I can transport, I can feed, and a couple of other things. But there are still like major other things to look out for even before accepting an offer. And that's why some persons might go from, earning 500K to actually taking a job of 350K, just because there are other things, other benefits that they will stand to get on this job. So beyond salary, there are a lot of other things, but of course, salary is also a factor that you want to look out for before accepting an offer letter in an organization. You want to know whether the salary aligns with industry standard and expectation for your role. You want to know if the salary they're offering you is in line with your skills and the responsibilities you are going to be taking up. It's very important so that you will not just start the work and after 1 month you are angry at everybody. You also want to know if there are structures already existing for either performance-based salary reviews or maybe a yearly or annual or biannual salary reviews. You also want to know that so that you go into an organization understanding the fact that, there's an existing structure that can help me to even know, or in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year, my salary will continue to grow based on my performance. So that's also another factor that you want to also consider before accepting an offer letter in an organization. Of course, another factor you want to consider before accepting an offer letter, number 6, I think, is the benefit package. Like I said, some persons go from earning 500K to earning 350K, not because they are mad, but because the organization that they are going to is offering more value aside money, because money is not the only value that you actually get working with an organization. So you want to understand what their health and what their benefit packages are. Obviously, when I talk about benefit package, I'm talking about their health management insurance, that's the HMO. I'm talking about pension scheme. I'm talking about performance bonuses. I'm talking about paid time off. I'm talking about pension. I'm talking about retirement plan. I'm talking about bonuses, commission, and incentives. Of course, and a couple of other things, depending on what bonus or whatever package you're actually looking out for. Because the reality is that a good salary with poor benefits might actually cost you in the long run. And that's why I've said it twice now, and this is the third time, that's why some people will go from earning 500K monthly to actually earning 350K monthly, because there are other benefits that the other organization stands to actually give them. So imagine I'm working in an organization where they pay me 500K, but they do not pay for trainings, they do not pay for leave bonuses, they do not pay for mentorship programs, but I'm earning 500K monthly. And then another organization gives me an offer and they are planning to pay me 350K for a start. And then they offer, like, if I want to go for trainings, the organization will pay for it. If I want to do this, the organization will do this. If I want to write exams, things like that, that would aid my professional growth and development. Trust me, I'd rather go for the one that will pay me 350K over the one that will pay me 500K. That's just one example out of many numerous examples that you may actually have. Another factor you want to consider before accepting an offer letter in an organization is their leadership and management style. See, one thing is that there's a quote that I've always walked by, that leaders who do not listen would eventually have people who have nothing to say. The important thing about understanding the kind of leadership in an organization is to even understand, okay, is this a bureaucratic environment or a democratic or autocratic or whatever cratic environment? You need to really understand how the leadership style in this organization actually works before you go and enter what you do not know. And of course, another factor to consider before accepting the offer letter in an organization is to understand their style of work. Is it hybrid? Is it remote, or whatever the case? It's not like the one that you go and resume. You now start telling them after 3 weeks that you want to be coming twice a day or something. It doesn't work that way, because if the organization is fully on site, then you have to be fully on site. But if the organization has the hybrid system in place, you can also negotiate that even at the beginning before resuming your job. Another factor you want to consider before accepting an offer letter in an organization is the terms of the contract. So, for example, you want to know, how long will I be on probation for? Okay, if it's 6 months, for example, the 6 months I'm on probation, what are the clauses for my probation period? What's your termination clause? What's your layoff clause? What's the resignation clause? See, these clauses are, in fact, they are the most important things that you want to look out for before accepting an offer letter. When it comes to like your contract, you need to really, really understand what works how the organization is structured, and you need to digest it before accepting the offer letter. And then, of course, the last but not the least, I think this should be the 10th one, I lost count, is the organization value, mission, and the culture. You want to understand the organization's value and their culture to know if it's best fit, if it's a fit, or if it's a kind of organization that you want to work with. Is actually very, very important. And of course, like I earlier said, you can either get this on the internet, or you can also get this by reaching out to people that are currently working in the organization. Some of them might be willing and willing to actually share what their current culture is like, because you do not want to actually go into an organization that has a toxic work culture, or they have a very funny system of doing their thing and their leadership and all of that. So it's something that you actually want to consider before accepting an offer letter. The final tip I'll be giving here is very simple. So after reviewing your offer letter and you realize that, oh, there are a couple of things that you are not particularly sure about, what do you do in that scenario? Reach out to the employer, reach out to the HR that is trying to employ you to ask questions. Ask relevant questions. I don't think anybody's going to beat you for asking questions. In fact, the problem would be if you don't ask the questions and then you go and resume and then you start the work and they're like, didn't you see it in your offer letter? So it's very, very important that you even ask these critical questions. And I even believe strongly that the employer that you actually get to ask these kind of questions will actually even take you very, very seriously. Because employers appreciate people that are actually very thorough and people that value themselves even before anything else. So before signing an offer letter, please do not be afraid to seek for clarifications before signing an offer letter. I hope that these tips that I've actually given in today's video are useful and are beneficial to you. I mean, I know that some people have had some issues, after signing an offer letter, and then they resumed and then something came up. Please, let's hear your gist in the comment section. If you are willing or if you're open to, being vulnerable to share information like that, please let's know the best boast you've ever seen in your entire career life on probably you did not go through an offer letter properly and you resumed. Whatever it is, please, I'm in the comment section and I'll be waiting to see comment from you guys. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I really hope that you learned one or two things. As I always end my videos, I'm the founder of the HR Girl Consulting, a human resource consulting firm where we offer talent management, workforce development, and several packages that helps the entire workforce. The mission of our company is empowering people and elevating businesses. That's what we are here for. You can reach out to me at TheHRGirl@outlook.com. You can send me a mail, or you can reach out even via WhatsApp to have conversations if you are struggling to navigate your way in the workplace, or you even probably have an offer letter right now and you are looking to sign it, but you're not sure of some things, like you're looking for who to actually speak to. Send me a mail and then, I can help you review your offer letter, but of course at a fee, because it's not for free. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I hope that you learned one or two things. I will definitely catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now. Mwah.